good, you guys? It's Boomer and Jared watching Bali Star. Today, we're getting into Logan Paul confronts Penguinz0 or Charlie. Moist Critical. Dude has so many aliases. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, like I just recently did the Mr. Beast video. Of course, I hinted at some things like possibly this in that video, and that's the reason why I just want to do that video first, because I just want to see the main thing before I see all these other videos talking about, or relating to that video. So this one is Logan Paul confronts Penguinz0. I saw something like this with a different but same title, different but same thumbnail, and it apparently happened during the Mr. Beast thing. So I wanted to watch the main thing first, just to make sure, I catch the main event first. And possibly see if, that would be possibly in there. Because I saw this. But let's just get into this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Just see if I might have missed it happening in the main one, because there were a lot happening in the main video. So let's get into this one. Let's get straight on into it. Let's go.
So recently there was some discourse online around some clips that surfaced from a Mr. Beast competition, where he brought together 50 massive YouTubers to compete for $1 million.
I've gathered 50 of the biggest YouTubers on the planet, and whichever one lasts the longest in this queue wins that $1 million for their subscribers. Look at all the YouTubers laughing and having a good time. By the end of this video, that's not going to be the case.
There were some of the most popular creators on the platform here, from FaZe Rug to Kai and KSI, and even
Dude,
Logan
those
Paul
two, man, those two are a deadly combination, bro. Come on, KSI gotta fuck with Kai a lot like that, man.
It's Critical, aka Charlie. And obviously at these events everyone is mic'd up from start to finish, with video cameras capturing their every move. And so Logan Paul was documenting his own footage at this event, like I'm sure many others were, and Charlie and him end up having this little interaction, and it stirred up quite the controversy online when Logan included this in his latest video.
You're gonna watch me confront some of my biggest haters online. Everybody hates Logan Paul.
Of course, bro. What's up, bro? Hey, nice to meet you, dude. I like your videos, dude. I know you've talked some shit, but
Everybody hates Logan Paul. Is everyone around Logan just a fucking idiot?
I'm always super happy that people don't take it personally.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
thank God.
I understand I'm and I'm here to meet. Good to see you, bro.
And also, Prime's pretty fire.
Thanks.
Not allowed to say it on
really?
camera.
I get it, bro. I get it, bro. Talk, bro.
What?
Yeah, likewise, bro. Likewise.
Now immediately you had a ton of people come out and say, oh, Charlie doesn't stand on business, Charlie is a fake fraud and scared of Logan Paul.
I mean,
Charlie
I saw
couldn't-
that different way. I mean, I saw it as like, not having to be like a deadly confrontation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping it like, respectful and gentlemanlike. But I understand most people that watch these guys are kids, so you already know what they want to see.
and keep that same energy, things like that. You do have to keep in mind that that video was filmed over a month ago, and the same day Logan would release that clip, Charlie would hop onto his channel to address it.
For some reason, the biggest part about that is what I said about Prime, which is like, oh, Charlie's super fake. He shits on Prime online, but in person, behind the scenes with the mask off, he actually loves it. I'm not sure if this is people maliciously lying about me, like Pinocchio, or if they just genuinely don't know, or maybe heard something that was wrong, but I've never shit on Prime. I've actually only ever talked positively about it on stream or in videos.
Now I gotta be completely honest with you guys, to me Prime tastes like ass. Like that's some shit I would give my little cousin.
Honestly, bro, but Prime, I don't drink it a lot because I heard some things, you know what I'm saying? Other than it, like people saying that whether it's good or not, I've heard some other things, you know what I'm saying? Like what they put in it and stuff. Now, aside from that, the way it tastes, some flavors are better than other, but there is no denying it has a certain aftertaste that And again, everybody's different. Some will like it, some will not. So of course, like any other drink, you're gonna say one prefers more than the other. You know what I'm saying? And with Prime, some people just gonna like it. They're gonna like everything about it. Some to most people, like maybe mostly all people. You feel me? And some to most are not. You feel me? Me, I like. Now, me personally, I like some flavors more than others. Even though they all have that aftertaste, some flavors of Prime taste good even with that aftertaste, while most to me do not. And I'm like this with like pretty much everything. On music albums, I like maybe one or two songs off of a whole music album of a favorite artist that I might like. 2-3 songs out of maybe 12 songs on the album. I'll possibly like 3 that I'll bump on the daily. It happens a lot. You feel me? So with Prime, it's like that. It's like there's like maybe 1 or 2 flavors that I would prefer, even when all of them have that certain aftertaste that me personally, I'm not a big fan of. That aftertaste. Well, like when you drink Prime. But there are 2 flavors, Ice Pop and I forgot the other one. I think it's strawberry. But yeah, I like those. I'll get those even though I know it has that aftertaste. I like that flavor. And I won't mind the aftertaste on that one. Ice Pop. Ice Pop for sure. Ice Pop busting. But yeah. But that's it. That's what I'm saying. Ice Pop flavor of Prime is busting. The rest, I do not like the aftertaste of Prime in general. So I'll put those off. But I do like Ice Pop. And maybe once in a blue moon I'll get that. That's my take on Prime.
To shut him up. To me, Prime is almost like one of those things like a cosmic brownie from my childhood. Like, yeah, back in the day, those were fire. But if I saw an adult eating that shit now, it's like, bro,
God.
Are you doing okay? Either way, Charlie would go on to explain that
Should
when this was filmed,
weekly?
there was no lawsuit filed from Logan Paul towards CoffeeZilla, and that pretty much the public perception was that Logan had been attempting to right his wrongs of the past.
So at the time, he was in the process of trying to fix all the dog shit that he put innocent people through. And when I talked about this on stream and in the videos about CryptoZoo and what was going on with it with the updates, I had always said, as long as the victims are made whole again and they get their money back, that's a happy ending. But Logan is still a scumbag for ever doing it in the first place, which is something that he also said he deserved everything he got from doing that. I have always said as well that I never harbor hatred for someone who will actually change. There's nothing to gain with just holding a grudge forever. That's childish. If someone is actually willing to learn and grow from things, I'm more than willing to break bread with them. Logan Paul was very respectful of not only all the other competitors, but all of the staff at the event as well. So when he reached out to say hi, I was more than willing to be receptive and mature about the situation. He immediately opened up about all of the problems that he had caused and how regretful he was. So what would be the point in me getting there and just spitting on him if he's actually going to start being less of a piece of shit?
And I will say it does come with the territory when you are making critical videos about others that they might not like you very much. But I would also think that most influencers, especially on Logan's level, understand that criticism comes with their territory as well. And in Logan's case, he's even acknowledged in several situations now, whether it was genuine or not.
See, the thing is, like, me personally, what I don't really like, I mean, yeah, the stuff he's done is effed up, you know, and does make me side-eye him a lot, you know, and just like, dude, what are you doing? But that's just what I'm thinking. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You know, because I don't know. It's like Charlie says, it's like homie's one of those YouTubers, or let's just say celebrities, A-listers, like, no, people of status. He's one of those people of status, and very rarely one of those kinds that learn from their mistakes. Like, they think actually human, even though they're at the place they're at now and status, they still think humanely. You know, they don't think, dare I say this, like the most relatable to what I'm trying to emphasize is a billionaire. They don't think greedily. Like, they're not blinded by the dollar signs. It's like Logan, it's like, and that's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get that same vibe, you know what I'm saying? It like, yeah, it is what it is. But me, it's like I get that, like, you know what I'm saying? The way he moves, like, yeah, like I just see a dude that fucks up a lot, dude. Go watch my freaking Mr. Beast video, bro. Go watch my Mr. Beast video. It's like this. Not. Do you see in the beginning of the Mr. Beast video? That's all I gotta say. But I see him as that type of person. He messes up, and then he looks back and is like, "Oh shit, what the fuck did I just do?" That's him. He's that type of person. He's just he's a little bit of a dimwit. He's a dimwit, but you know he's not like fake. Well, okay, yeah, I get. What? How can I say this better? I guess, yeah, he's not fake. He's not fake. You know, he's not blinded by money. Like, it's not like if he messes up, he doubles down, and you know, like he's like, I don't know, like folding the narrative. He's not like, you know, curving the narrative. He's not diverting the narrative away from him and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to make himself look better. He's not doing stuff like that. I mean, I guess there have been some cases or so, but you know, like, and I can also say, like, also relatable to that is like he's not like his brother Jake. You know, his brother Jake is more that down that way than Logan. Logan thinks humanely. You know what I'm saying? Like he he has great ideas, but if stuff don't take off the way, you know, it's supposed to, then it's like, you know, at least he tries to fix it, you know, and you know, again, you know, I see Logan as that type of person, man, which is why I was like, I just look at him and be like, dude, what are you doing, you know? Like, but I'm not like, man, this guy is so fake, man. Like, oh, I really don't like this guy. Nah, man, it's like, like, yeah, he's just that dude that f's up really, really bad. But you know, he acknowledges it, he learns from it, and you know, like Charlie said, bro, that type of person is like, you can't harbor, because it's like he knows, he's self-aware. He's self-aware. It takes him a while, but he's still self-aware. You know, and better late than never.
But that he had made some huge mistakes.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
CONFRONTS is not a criminal. I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego. Thank you, CONFRONTS.
Now, again, I get that vibe, but I don't know the guy. Like, I can't explain an exception possibly between him and one of his podcast co-stars that recently went his way. George. Maybe that's, oh my goodness, I just did a video on them too. Logan, it was Logan, his lackey, and George. Yeah, I think George is his name. So yeah, like I mean, that could possibly be an exception towards everything I was just saying. So, because again, I get that vibe, but I don't know the guy. So
you have
I'm only
catalyzed
human too.
this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation, and I mean that. Thank you, bro.
And in most cases in Charlie's videos, or even in my videos, it sounds like I'm wishing ill for the person, or want them to lose their career or anything like that. I might speculate from time to time how something might impact someone in a negative way, but overall, if there's not a victim or the person isn't just some sort of sick piece of shit like EDP, there's really never any ill will towards any of them.
Yeah, I don't even want to say his name. Nah, that dude. And again, I get that vibe from him. He's just unapologetic. He Dude is so far ahead in the clouds, bro. He's not self-aware. He does not acknowledge anything he did as bad. That dude, I don't even like looking at him, bro.
Of these people. A lot of times it's me just showing the situation, more or less explaining what happened, and then covering how the different sides might feel about it. Yes, some people might get some less than charitable jokes made at their expense, but that's where it usually stops.
I digress.
The other thing to me is, if you're acting like an asshole online trying to get reactions, you shouldn't really be surprised when some have the opinion that you are being a douchebag. Like, I would even think that someone like Jack Doherty or Neon, who we have made fun of a lot on here, could acknowledge off camera how arrogant, played up, and stupid some of their actions are. And this is a sentiment that Charlie seems to share when it comes to not taking his videos to a personal level.
When I make a video about something, it's usually just for the sake of making jokes or being goofy about it, so I never really want whatever I'm talking about to be taken in a personal level or as anything like that. Though that does vary on a case-to-case basis depending on how serious the topic is. Because I've absolutely crossed over the line in making things much more personal than they probably should. Usually, I try and just keep it more surface stuff about why something is bad or whatever happened, whatever they did is fucking stupid or whatever. And that's how I always want it to be when I make a video covering something, or even the protagonist who I'm making jokes about can watch it and not be mad, but instead be entertained about it. And hopefully not walk away from it thinking that I have this burning hatred for them that will never go away.
Charlie would also go on to make the point that many other people in this Mr. Beast event have had issues with Logan in the past publicly, and Logan even touched on this again in his recent video when he had a similar moment with a YouTuber named MatPat who had made some videos on Prime.
I wanted to say, before we get into it, I don't know we went through that Prime. Are you aware of it?
I am aware of it, yeah.
And I just wanted to say, I'm glad we reached a resolution.
I'm sorry that whole thing happened. Seriously.
Now, with all of that being said, I would completely understand if someone I've made videos about in the past just completely despises me. Even if those videos were all warranted or not, it's not going to be some big surprise that they don't like me. But I'm also not going to act like I didn't say those things.
So meeting Logan in person and him wanting to talk about this, I was more than willing to do, and he was very respectful, took full responsibility and accountability in person, so I was more than willing to be mature about this. It's something I've always done and always will be willing to do. I think it's very childish to just plug your ears and say, boo, 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 not listening to you, whatever, and not engage with someone that you have an issue with.
I also think there's this very large misconception that people who make commentary videos care deeply about every single topic they cover. When in reality, it's really just like any other care deeply about every single
before you
topic.
had nothing back there.
With someone
now you got that.
An issue.
Just like any other job where someone covers current events. Yes, there's obviously going to be some topics you're more passionate about. Like recently when I've talked about the Kendrick and Drake beef, I've actually had a lot of fun making those videos because that's something that I'm generally invested in. But many other stories are covered for entertainment of my audience, or what I think a certain segment of them might want to see. And to me, it really does not get that much deeper than that. I would love to know y'all's opinions about the situation down below. I don't know, when it comes to my audience, I just don't feel like y'all are exactly the piranhas or anything like that going after the people we talk about here on the channel. I think y'all really just come here to be entertained for 10 minutes a couple of times a week. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today.
Nah, facts for real. And that's one thing I kind of hope too. It's like, you know, that people that watch me are like, you know, people that just come just to watch and be entertained, be part of the squad and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just homies for real. But yeah, you know, like, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen to like 98.99% of the community of YouTube and TikTok, that like, you know, people who make content about other people, like, you know, of their own peers. Because let's put this example out there. When people were talking about Drake and stuff, you think Drake paid attention to any of those people? But when Kendrick, someone of the same peer and status, you know, seeing eye to eye, talked about him, then Drake started going off. You know what I'm saying? Because someone on his level was talking about him. People, and it goes down in tiers, you know, from like celebrities to, you know, social media influencers and stuff. But you know, it can vary sometimes. So social media influencers or content creators talk about some celebrities, and celebrities can get back at them, you know. But let's say like on peer-to-peer level, like when you're a YouTuber and TikToker talking about other YouTubers and TikTokers in a certain light, you're gonna have to expect that you're gonna come across that person one day, and let's see how you really is. You feel me? Because like I said earlier, some people just be fake and don't even act like it happened at all, and that's where they get G-checked. Or two, you're gonna acknowledge what you said, and you're gonna talk to them about it. You know, be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did say that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, now they're speaking face to face. Now I can tell you a more detailed version of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, stuff that you might have gotten wrong, and I'll tell you the reality of what I meant or so. You feel me? But some, and expect this, some they might talk about might not even want to hear it still. You feel me? Like, because it's like they see you and it's like yeah. But yeah, you might have to expect that as well, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're dealing with different types of people. So, you know, just just expect that if you are a TikToker or YouTuber and you speak someone of that same, you know, like, and you're talking about other YouTubers or TikTokers, expect seeing that one day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and honestly, that brings out the true character of who you are as a person. Y'all let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section down below. It's Boomer. You're watching Bali Star. Leave a like, support the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. 100. Boom. Yeah.